Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Glmr token. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor and you should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, before we get into the charts, as always, I do want to mention the donation link down below in the description where you can donate and support the Ukrainian military. We need all the support that we can get right now, guys. So feel free to do so. Any amount will help. Obviously, $1, $2, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can donate to help is gonna bring us a step closer to victory. Now, if you are one of those misinformed zombies, then please do not bother leaving any pro-Russian, pro-Putin comments because, you know, just don't waste your time. Don't waste my time and don't waste anybody else's time. If you don't like the fact that I'm trying to support my country during difficult times, during times where people are being murdered in front of their children, then leave the channel. I don't want you to be a part of my community. It's as simple as that, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's jump into the daily chart. So we do have the daily chart up right now. We do have the 55 EMA, which is the red line over here, and the yellow moving average over here is the 20 EMA. So as you can see, we did have a nice little pump over here on April 2nd, and from there we ran into the resistance at $5.22, which was a resistance we ran into in the middle of February. So from here right now, we've lost the 55 EMA and we're coming back down and landing on the 20 EMA very, very nicely over here. So $3.63 is your support level to target. Now, as you can see, if you take a look at the white trend lines, they represent an ascending triangle, which will have a nice breakout target to the upside. Now, how are we going to measure that? Let's just take a trend line from the bottom all the way from the top all the way to the bottom and place that where potentially the breakout is going to happen, but it really doesn't matter where you place the trend line. It will give you the same target. Now let's okay, that's going to be $9. So potentially after we break out, you are going to be looking at $9. Now, obviously, we are going to need to break through $5.22 before we can start targeting those higher numbers. Now, for that, obviously, once again, we're going to need to break through the 55 EMA. And we're going to break through the $5.22. So if you want to look for a potential swing trade, then you can potentially take some profits at $5.22 and buy back in lower once you pull back to the 55 EMA or the 20 EMA. Now, still, it is a bit risky. So I would wait after we broke out of this pattern. So after we break out, then, you know, depending on the overextension, then look for some trades, because we do have another resistance here at $6.30, because that is a previous resistance that we ran into on February 6th, 7th, and on February 8th. So those are a couple of resistance levels you want to look at. Now, that is the yellow resistance that I was just talking about. Now, looking at the yellow resistance, the yellow support below here, I'm sorry, getting my words mixed up. So $3.12 is something you want to be looking at, because you do have this touch of resistance over here on at the beginning of March. Then you have a move all the way down to the support of the ascending triangle. And once again, you break through this yellow trend line, you backtest that as support, and then you ran into this resistance of the ascending triangle. Once again, you're pulling back down, and potentially if you start losing the 20 EMA, you start losing the support of the ascending triangle, which would be negative in my opinion, but you can potentially get a wick all the way down to $3.12, and from there you can obviously just jump right back up and, you know, just have this little wick here and continue on and break to the upside. So that is a potential that I'm looking at. Obviously, a lot of people were very disappointed with how the price dropped for Glmr, and I was telling you that it is good to get into these positions. I don't have the charts from my previous video, but you can check out in the upload feed, you can check out my previous Glmr video. Actually, I'm going to leave that in the top right hand corner of this video. So check out that update and look at what I told you in that video, because I did give you some nice support levels that were met very, very nicely. So jumping into some of the oscillators on the daily chart, the stochastic RSI is on its way to the downside. As you can see, it's, we're nosediving to the oversold here. So once you get below the index of 20 on the stochastic, you are considered oversold, and that is the best time to be entering. So just like you were over here, once you get to this zone, you need to buy as many tokens as, well, you don't need to do anything, obviously, but it is better to buy as much as possible once you're oversold rather than buying, when you're above the overbought levels. Jumping into the daily RSI here, you can see that we were overbought here. We were above the index of 70. We were very much overextended. And if we take a look at the price action, this is exactly when that happened, when we got so overextended from the 20 EMA, and right now we're pulling back down. So think of the 20 EMA as a magnet, right? It pulls you back down. Once you get too far away from it, it pulls you back down. Now, jumping into the MACD, as you can see, the MACD printed a bullish cross February 26th. So let's see, when was that? February 26th, all the way here. So as you can see, since then, we have seen a tremendous move in the GLMR's price action. And as you can see, the MACD has been performing very well. And right now we potentially can come back down and have that squeeze where the moving average bounces off the signal line, which is the red line, and we have another leg up. But if we get a bearish cross at that point, I would consider that a confirmation of the downtrend, and I would look for further support levels to the downside. But obviously, if we end up capitulating, right, if Bitcoin has a capitulation, that I would look at another support level below here. Obviously, that is in the case of Bitcoin losing $40,000, let's say, getting to 38K. $2.18 is another support level that you want to eyeball, because as you can see, you've bounced off of that level twice before, and if you do end up losing $3.12, that is where I would have some of my limit buy orders. Now let's jump into the 4-hourly chart and check if we have any sort of divergences. So let's check the RSI over here. So I think I see a bearish divergence already on the RSI. So this was our swing high, right? And the RSI printed a lower high here. However, the price action printed a higher high. So that is called a bearish divergence, where the RSI doesn't resemble what's happening on the price action. So that's why you have seen this pullback. You lost the 4-hourly 55 EMA, and right now you're hitting it with your head and you're getting rejected. So this is quite negative. Now, if we do get the bearish cross here, that would be your confirmation of the downtrend. Let's actually check out what the MACD says about this situation. And obviously we did have the bearish cross April 4th. April 4th was when we just lost the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart. So that's why you see, you use all of these indicators together, and they can, they can give you a better picture and a better understanding of what's potentially about to happen. So the 4-hourly stochastic was in the oversold here for quite some time, for multiple days, and right now we're recovering from that area. So potentially right now it's a great entry point for GLMR. Also potentially have some buy orders at this white trend line, which is the support trend line of the ascending triangle. So yeah, keep an eye on all of these levels, guys. If you have any questions, or if you notice something on the charts that I missed and I didn't mention in the video, please let me know down below in the comment section. As always, feel free to check out our Patreon. That's a great way to support me and a great way for you to get more extra content, personal technical analysis, private TA lessons, low cap jump calls, project reviews, market sentiment analysis, and all of that stuff. It's all on Patreon. Check it out. It's a great way to get more content. And as always, check out the donation link, the official donation link for the Ukrainian military. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.